Life is a very weird way of testing you, doesn't it? Marcus knew that better than anyone. He was a single black dad, working two soul-crushing jobs, just trying to keep a safe roof over his 7-year-old daughter, Maya's head. Every single day was a brutal cycle of loud alarm clocks, rushed scrambled eggs, school drops, and pure, bone-deep exhaustion. Dating? Relationships? Man, he didn't have time for a quiet cup of coffee, let alone falling in love. Until one fateful Friday night, his closest buddy finally convinced him to step out, just for an hour, at a high-end lounge downtown. Marcus was sitting alone by the bar, just sipping a plain juice, feeling completely out of place in his worn-out jacket, when she sat down right next to him. Her name was Sophia. She was absolutely stunning, wearing a tailored suit that probably cost more than Marcus's entire year of rent, but she was completely, hopelessly drunk. She wasn't just tipsy, you know? She had that kind of heavy, painful sadness sitting right on her shoulders. She started talking, laughing, crying, spilling her heart out about her horrible day, corporate betrayals, fake friends, and overwhelming family pressure. And Marcus, he just sat there and listened. He didn't try to take advantage of her. He didn't even try to hit on her. He was just being Marcus. Kind, patient, gentle. One thing led to another. He made sure she got home safe to a massive luxury hotel suite. She held onto his shirt, pulled him close, and well, they shared an incredibly passionate, unforgettable night together. When the sun came up the next morning, Marcus woke up first. He looked at her sleeping quietly in the golden light. He didn't want to make things awkward. So he left a glass of water and 2 pain pills on the nightstand and wrote a tiny note. Hope you feel better. M. He didn't leave a phone number. He didn't ask for money. He just walked out, rode the quiet early morning bus back home, and made breakfast for his little girl. Back to harsh reality. What Marcus had no idea about was that Sophia wasn't just some rich lady having a bad night. She was Sophia Sterling, the ruthless, brilliant CEO of Sterling Global, a famous billionaire heiress, someone who usually lived behind bulletproof glass, private security, and people who only wanted her money. For 3 straight weeks, Sophia couldn't get that night out of her mind. Not because of the thrill, but because for the very first time in her life, a man looked at her and didn't ask for a single thing in return. He just cared. She spent thousands trying to track him down. But with all her billions, all she had was a single letter M and a blurry security clip from the hotel lobby. It was like he vanished into thin air. But she refused to give up. And then fate decided to play its hand again. Marcus's daughter, Maya, had a sudden accident on the school playground. Broke her arm in 2 places. Nothing life-threatening, thank God, but the emergency surgery and hospital bills? Absolutely devastating. Marcus was sitting in the cold hospital cafeteria, head buried in his rough hands, completely overwhelmed, staring at an invoice total he couldn't pay if he worked for 10 years, when a soft, familiar voice behind him whispered, M. He slowly turned around, and there she was. No expensive designer dress, no heavy makeup, no entourage, just Sophia holding a thick folder of medical foundation paperwork. The pure shock on Marcus's face was indescribable. She sat down quietly beside him in that plastic chair. No bodyguard surrounding them, just the 2 of them. Marcus immediately tried to apologize, thinking maybe she was angry, maybe she thought he stole something from her hotel room. But Sophia just smiled, softly, tears welling up in her eyes. She looked at him and said, You left before I could even say thank you. You took care of me when I was at my lowest, when everyone else in my world just takes from me. Marcus, being the proud, hard-working dad he was, swallowed hard and tried to wave off the massive hospital bill she offered to pay. He looked away and said, I appreciate it, Sophia, but I handle my own family. Sophia gently reached out, placed her hand over his calloused knuckles, looked him right in the eyes, and said, "I'm not doing this because I'm rich, Marcus. I'm doing this because for one night you made me feel like a real human being. Please, just let me be human for you today." In that quiet hospital corner, Marcus finally let his shoulders drop. The heavy weight he had been carrying alone for years suddenly didn't feel so crushing. That one-night stand wasn't the end of a mistake. It was a messy, beautiful beginning of a life neither of them ever saw coming. Sophia didn't just pay that hospital bill. She stayed. She came over for dinner. She met little Maya, who instantly adored her, and for the first time in a very long time, Marcus realized he didn't have to carry the whole weight of the world on his shoulders all by himself. Sometimes, the universe breaks your entire routine just to hand you the exact missing piece you didn't even know you were searching for.